Greetings, dear friends, and welcome back to my channel. Every time I try to impress you with a new, amazing recipe of wilderness cooking with the views of majestic Azerbaijani nature. Join me today for some more. Winter has come suddenly. One night, and everything is white and sparking around. So my day begins with some household work. While I'm preparing, please, make sure you've subscribed. First of all, let me introduce the star of today's menu. I'm cooking Chicago pizza. This is the dish with its own history that became almost a classic of American cuisine. So I begin with a dough, sure. History of Chicago pizza begins at 1943. That time, Italian cuisine was at the top of Americans' favorite dishes. Immigrants did their job well, and that year, in the usual pizzeria, two guys created a deep dish pizza. That's how all began. The point of Chicago pizza is making it in a way of making the pie, thick sides, and a lot of filling. It's also good to add semolina to make the dough absolutely perfect and different from the regular pie. Meanwhile, I decided to take a little walk to find more firewood. The day is simply perfect, and I can't just miss it. No clouds, deep blue sky, glowing snow that crunches underfoot, and the full silence nearby. Here it is, the perfect branch for my firewood. Rustic people are used to hikes like that. Isn't it a pleasure to find something by your own after the nice walk among all of this beauty? I'm home, and that means time for some handwork, chopping the wood. Some people think that in rural life it's a men's work, but I can assure you, women sometimes do it better than some guys. Rustic work has no gender. My lovely outdoor oven is heating up and I can go back for cooking. Today, I'll use the original method of Chicago pizza base, just one layer of the dough. But in 70s, other pizza restaurants started to make two layers. It became thicker, holding more filling, and make people full from one piece. So, I bake the pizza base in firewood oven, almost like a true Italian. But I can bet true Italians will never appreciate Chicago pizza and other immigrants' dishes in America. The important point, I didn't overcook the dough for modeling it in the baking form. As you can see, I got the perfect form of traditional American pie to bake it till the end. Bases are done, and it's finally the time for the most interesting, the filling. I'll create a recipe in my head that must be simply perfect. By the way, if you had your own wonderful recipes, share in the comments, and maybe I can cook that. Working with meat needs a good sharpened knife, for sure. If you're looking for something like that, check the assortment in my online shop. Also, you can find kitchenware, honey, teas, and merch. It'll support my channel a lot. For the filling, I chose the piece of the juicy, wonderful beef. Let's slice it for the special structure and easy chewing. Pizza is a dish that likes everything thin. Now it's going to be roasting in a lot of butter. I think it fits to beef more than sunflower or olive oil, but anyway, you can make it as you wish. I chose beef because of its fibers. I think at pizza, there is nothing more perfect than the meat that almost melts in your mouth. Also, it's the second popular meat all over the world except India, where the cows are sacred. Roast beef is an amazing example of American version for improvised Italian dish. Isn't it true and funny? But sure, nowadays you can cook Chicago pizza for so much ways. Even full vegan or gluten-free. It doesn't matter. Some seasoning, and it must rest in the oven for a while. Remember, this is the best way to cook your beef. First, to fry, and then to put in the oven. You'll get the perfect crust, juicy meat, and nice color. But not overcook it. And I continue with my favorite part, the cheese. The more is always the better, especially when you cook any kind of pizza. I chose homemade cheese that I got from my friend. He's a farmer, and his milk products are the best. Slicing the meat is simply satisfying. I can barely hold not to sneak. The aroma of the roasted meat with creamy notes of butter is mouth-watering. And look how juicy and colorful it is. The perfect roast beef. The main ingredient of the pizza is done, so I start to pick everything together. I cover the sides with meat slices because I really like the way it looks. Then, sauces to the middle. It's very important. After two different sauces, tomatoes are next. I took little ones. They are very sweet and juicy at any time of a year. And the surprise, I'm not just going to put some grated cheese. It's going to be melted like cheese bath in some pizza and burgers restaurants. I think it's amazing when it's liquid and stretching the same time. It's already looked very appetizing, but after the baking, it's going to be twice more delicious. So let's wait just a little bit more. If you know me, you know that my second passion after cooking is crafting. It's what I've been learning from the childhood, and that's what goes great with a rustic philosophy. If you can make something by your own, make it. Wood is actually my favorite material for work. It makes me closer to nature by literally toughing it. I'm not just working, I truly enjoy the process. Want more cooking and crafting videos? Follow my Insta for amazing reels. A few drops of the oil for glowing and protecting the wood, and it's done. Do you like the result? Finally, my dish is done. Time for tasting. It's cold in the evening, so hot Chicago pizza and a cup of warm water will come in handy. Pizza is great, stretching cheese, delicious meat, and sauces that bring everything together. And when I made sure it's perfect, it's time to call the guests. I called kids from my village to warm their hearts in this cold evening. The biggest joy of mine, watching kids eating and smiling. There is nothing more I need, just to know they're happy and pretty full. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.